Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Conan Exiles. I sorted out the logistics of getting this thing placed, and I have to tell you it took an incredibly large amount of space. Firstly, I had to go up 2 levels so that we could extend it along far enough and flat enough. And it extends all the way over here. Look at how much space this thing takes up. The first thing I did after I got it was to run to the camp over there, grab 3 guys, so that's the archer, the fighter, and the cook, and put them in. They've been successfully broken over the last couple of hours. So we're going to take them out and we're going to put them in the correct positions to defend the place. Given I have no idea where, like, anyone's going to come from, I'm thinking if we have fighter... No, let's go for an archer over here. We are going to have to equip them, of course. We'll go for a fighter down here. And these guys are going to be trying to defend our place against, well, pretty much anything that comes in to attack it while we're not around. We can still move past him. Yeah, that's fine. The cook that we have, we're going to take up to the top. I was rounding out this area. This is the bit that I said we were going to do at some point. I ran out of resources, so we haven't quite got that all nice and finished. But we'll get that done soon. So we've got a cook here. We're going to put a second cook over on this one. He's standing not quite in the fire. That's perfectly fine. We'll pretend that that the pole isn't going through his shoulder. I mean, it'll stop him running away if nothing else. And that gives us honey bread, honeyed eggs, and mystery meat soup. In here, this guy just tries to save us some resources. So, what have I gone and done? We've got a steel hatchet. We only have an iron cleaver. We really need to upgrade that to steel. We've got an iron skinning knife, which we need to upgrade. In fact, given we've got the steel hatchet, we can just take the iron hatchet and we can potentially use that until it's gone. Really, I want to be swapping stuff over. And we've got the iron truncheon and rawhide bindings. I'm tempted to grab some more people, just because they are very useful to have. So we'll do that before we move on, actually. I'm not sure whether I want archers or fighters. Probably fighters, and I probably want to give them lots of close combat stuff. The cook's not really going to be of any use to us. That much I know. So if we kill the archer and we... Where's the truncheon? There's the truncheon. Even if he is an archer too. Look at that cool, like, stag style head bit he's got. We'll loot him and then we're just going to knock out his friend. It's only a fighter one, won't take us long. We do still have Thugger, of course. Right, nice and unconscious. Where are the bindings? There they are. We'll just run this person back quickly, and then we'll come in and we'll carry on looting the place. Because I want to get enough thralls around the area that I don't need to worry about the place when I'm not here. Level 1s go nice and quickly. Actually, with the hatchet that we've got, we can cut this guy apart. Delicious, delicious human flesh. That'll keep us going for a while. Ooh, it's a cook too. Well, in that case, I guess we're going to catch you as well. Want to make sure we don't get hit as we're knocking her out. There we go. And it's really that easy. Knock them out, take them home, and train them up. So with this cook 2, we'll be able to get rid of that cook 1 that we had. We'll need to make some more gruel, get that all sorted at some point. Right, in you go. into the queue. Geez, that means we didn't get many steel bars out of this. That's alright, we've got plenty back here. Right, the iron course, let's get that repaired. I'm not going to repair the iron hatchet. Is that all sorted? Yeah, that's happy enough. And these, they've got plenty of spare wood. Drop extra in there, take out the iron bars, and just get it all nice and tidy. As you can see, I've done a bit of resource gathering to try and put us back to where we were before everything got destroyed. Now, I want to get walls around that so that it's at least in line with the rest of the stuff we've got. That's not massively urgent. Oh, look, my brother's here. What's he got on him? He's got a sickle. Oh, bricks, plant fiber. Kind of like all of this stuff. I wonder why he's waiting at our place. I don't think he's dropped anything off or stolen anything. We'll leave that behind. Okay, can I put stuff in his inventory? Let's give him some resin. Let's give him some resin. That'll surprise him when he wakes up. Like, what happened? I don't know. Got some resin. Right, let's get 10 more shaped wood. That'll give us 45. Right, okay, so for stuff that we can do down below, let's have a think. Chests are probably going to be the most useful, just so that we've got more storage areas around that bit. So let's grab a couple of bits of shaped wood. If we grab 30 for the moment. Because we've got this one here, which is going to be great for all the blacksmithing stuff, but not very useful for anything else. Large chest, we can make 2. That is just what we wanted. All these iron bars we'll pull out for the moment. Steel bars as well. Iron reinforcements. In fact, everything here we'll put in this chest. Because it doesn't need to be directly in the blacksmith thing. I mean, we can use it as long-term storage, but it's not high on my list of things to do. Right, so for these chests, either side of the fireball cauldron, one for stuff coming in, one for bits coming out. Assuming we get a second fireball cauldron, actually, might be better if we have the second one like that. Now, to make another fireball cauldron, we need 50 iron bars and 20 twine. Well, iron bars aren't going to be a problem. Twine will be. We'll need to get 60 plant fiber in order to get that twine. One thing I want to do is I want to go off properly exploring. There's a whole bunch of camps nearby, and as soon as we have that Wheel of Pain, it seems like a good opportunity to get ourselves some more troops, some more people, start making them some armor, get them equipped, all that kind of stuff. I don't want to go every single time I come past here, it does that. I don't want to go too far away from base just at the moment. Let's carry on eating so we carry on regenerating. We're almost up to the point where we've got enough. But yeah, if we can get like a medicine man or anything cool like that, we can bring them back here and generally we'll be in a better place. Also, I want to see if we can find a nice source of brimstone. I don't know if there's anywhere specifically nearby, but I figured if we go looking up that way, we might find some caves, we might find anything that's potentially useful. Also want to go back to the cook's cabin. In fact, let's do that now because there was a chest in there that we didn't loot. We just dragged the cook back. So before it gets dark, we should probably check this out. Ooh, look at that, fire arrows and 18 steel bars. That makes it a worthwhile excursion. Fire arrows are very cool. We're definitely going to give them to one of our archers. So, you've got an ancient bow. That sounds cool. Right, fire arrows with that then. Ancient bow goes in. Fire arrows goes in. You can equip that right now. And an iron broadsword. Yeah, I like the equipment these have got. How about you down here? What have you got? Hardened steel sword and a wooden target. I mean, I'd be tempted to steal that myself, actually. But we won't. We'll be good about these things. Right, iron bar gets dropped off. 60 plant fiber. We've got just enough. So twine. Get 20 of that. While that's crafting up, we need, I think it's 50 of these. And as soon as that's done, we can sort out the cauldron. Right. In the meantime, I will drop off all our various plant matter and things up here. And the false mandrake as well. May as well drop an extra branch. We'll drop the thick leather down below. Must have accidentally grabbed that tool upgrade kit. Let's leave the upgrade kit in here, actually. Okay, right. Fireball cauldron. Having two means we'll be able to process the steel twice as quickly, which is always going to be useful to us. Thick leather can get dropped off. I've got 29 of that. That's pretty nice. Probably should have dropped off the iron head arrows while we're up top, but that's less urgent. So, places that we can go. We saw that there was a camp up there. That's going to be worth us exploring. And we've also seen that there's some kind of buildings and stuff up there, and I don't know which of those is going to be more of a preference for us to check out. Let's drop this off first. We can leave the hatchet behind. I think we'll take the pick with us. That'll be useful, but the hatchet's not going to be of much use. Even if it is only an iron one. You know what? We'll take it with us. I don't mind if it goes. We've got a steel one, so that's a good place for us to be. Right. Came prepared. Let's go see what lurks. Now, if we do run into any creatures or anything like that, we're going to be in a slightly difficult position of having to fight it in the dark. Using a two-handed weapon, can't use a torch. And we can't just, like, drop the torch that we're carrying on the ground or anything like that. Does not work. Now, this will go up past the ironstone. Yep, that's cool. And just have a look at our map. This is where we're heading up to. We're heading up to kind of these rocky bits. And there might be some caves up and around here. But until we walk round, we won't know. Never been to this part, not even off camera. So we want to check out that camp up there. But also I want to have a look up and around here, just in case there's anything interesting. Let's climb this, actually. Might be a little bit too steep for us to climb properly. Yeah, we're not going to make... Oh, actually, this bit's flat enough for us to stand on. That'll work for me. That will work for me. Yes. Just the top of a hill. Nothing spectacular up here at all. That's a cool looking little camp down there, though. So let's go have a look. Looks like there's a couple of huts and things. So who knows what they might have, or who they might have. That's the other side of it. we just have a little look at this. Ooh, there's another camp right here. We'll have a look at this first, see if we can get this marked on our map. Is it not going to mark? It's not going to mark. It's not worthy enough of being named. Actually, there's a couple of camps along here. Alright, we'll do the top first. That actually sounded like some kind of beastie thing down below. It's light enough that we can see what's going on. Right, what type of fighter are you, mate? Fighter 2. You've got a nice looking shield. And I would want to get a fighter 2 rather than a fighter 1. But let's just kill you for now. We'll take your Falcutter and your steel. And we'll see who else is in here. If there's a fighter 3, we'll take them home. Oh, there's a bearer. Meadow Watch.
No, closer.
Right, we've got 2 coming in. One of which is a bearer. The other is boring.
Curse you.
Bearer gone. Oh, that's a fighter 3. Right, we're going to take him. This might take us a while. Hey, quit it. Let's turn that lock on off. That is terrible. Just keep stun locking him. Ow, that was actually quite painful. Bleeding and crippled. Actually, that's painful enough that we want to back away. Let's hope this bleeding goes quickly. Right, bleeding is gone. Very, very difficult fight. I think we may need to do a tactical retreat. Man, he can ding us with just the tiniest bit of that. Ah. Right, let's get more regen going. There we go. Got him. Oh, what a fight. Definitely worth us taking this guy back. I think we'll take him back the semi-nice way. We also need to get more water now. So he's going to take hours to break in the Wheel of Pain. But the Wheel of Pain can hold 4 people. So, unlike previously, it's not going to be problematic us just having it in there. I'm also noticing that we're not regenning nearly as much from food as we would previously. That's probably part of the balance changes that they've done. Well, let's go round the rocks slightly. It's not far back home anyway. And if we can get fighter 3s defending our place, then that will be very good for us. There we go. You can see the Wheel of Pain before everything else loads in. And then, yeah, we're definitely going to need to get ourselves some more liquids. When it does come time to equip these guys, I'm definitely going to want to give them daggers and things. Is this not working? Alright, I might have to come back and check it out, or... Yeah, it looks like it's a little bit bugged. Ah, the game has disconnected. That would be why. Alright, let's try again. It is a local machine, so... Okay, give me a moment, and I'm going to sort out this connection issue, and we'll be right back. Okay, we are back. It is daytime. We don't have anyone in tow at the moment, so I'm thinking that it's probably not actually deposited our guy up here. I'm curious to see if he is actually in the Wheel of Pain. No, he is not. So, after all that effort, we didn't actually get our fighter level 3. Damn. Damn indeed. Okay, well, we're going to get our water back, and then I think we'll do some murder around here so that I've got some meat to heal up with. It'll also get us some more steel bars. We're not looking to get any more cooks or anything. In fact, given the server's only just started, there's probably no one here. No, there isn't. Okay, not a problem. Not a problem. Let's just loot the chest anyway. We'll call it server tax, given it decided it was going to throw away all that hard work. Iron bar, steel bars, some arrows. That's kind of cool. Another foul cutter. We don't really care about the foul cutter. Let's just drop that. But what a pain! After all that effort. It also means that none of the wolves or anything have spawned in. Alright, well, we'll do a little bit of regen by eating one of these. It looks like it actually gets through both of them at the same time, which is kind of cool. Right, we're going to go back up there regardless. And see what we can find in that camp. We're not in a brilliant place as far as health goes, but as long as we like pick them off one at a time, we should be okay. There's more things for us to explore up there at any rate. In fact, given the noise that we heard, let's swing a little bit around to this side, and we'll have a look around there. Primarily, we are looking for somewhere to get brimstone, so that we can start really ramping up the steel production. We've got ironstone sorted. But steel production is something we don't have yet. It's funny, this area really isn't as terrifying as I originally... What's this? Hello.
The trials of the journey were long, and our people grew weary. We came to the shores of an inland sea, and built boats and rafts to cross it.
Okay.
Some of our people chose to stay, hoping to recreate the seafaring life that we had enjoyed before the cataclysm.
That's cool.
The water had betrayed us once, so many of us continued westward. A remnant of a remnant of a remnant.
Okay, so we've made it to the Great Dam. That's cool. We've found out a little bit more of the story. Also very cool. Looks like there's a nice way up that side. I want to go up here just in case there's anything immediately underneath. No ghosts or anything. No, it doesn't look like it. So much of this game is exploring what's around you. and taking advantage of it, that it's always worth taking the time to have a look. Then there's probably something awesome up actually on that aqueduct, but we're not going to go up there. We're going to go up this route here. See if we can get some people's attention and, well, hopefully not die to them. Get some more meat off their bodies and heal up a bit. So, no archers, please. Let's just have regular mooks that we can kill. You're a regular mook. In fact, you're so regular, you're like level 1. Perfect. Give me all that. No one else? Good. Start consuming his body. And we can have a look over here. Ooh, I really want to try and climb across this. That looks like a terrible idea. Doesn't that look like a terrible idea? Let's have a look round, actually. It's probably going to be equally terrible from this side, but it's not acid, is it? No, it's just regular water. Oysters. Well, that will probably be better than just regular flesh. Let's use one of them. And the way out onto the aqueduct itself. I love the underwater effects in this. I have to say they are very cool. Okay, well that's a nice, easy, straightforward way home. We're not going to go that way just yet, though. We've barely started exploring at this side. There is a lot of water over here, though. I understand why it's been dammed off. Let's get back to the land. And see who makes camp over here. Is it more trappers? And there's a giant elk thing. Hello, you. It's a fighter too. I'm just using the single attack stun thing at the moment. It's by far the safest way to fight these guys. Actually, I don't care about any of that stuff you're carrying. So, coldfish camp, because they're fishing and it's cold. That's what I'm guessing. We'll take the wood, we'll take the stone. In fact, we'll take all of that. We'll even take the plant fibers, because why not? Hey! You're only an archer 1. I don't even care enough to knock you out and take you home. I will take your steel, though. That is definitely worth me holding on to. Okay, there's the elk over there. We don't want to go where he is. But we're just sort of going along the coastal edge of this. Alright, we'll follow around a little bit. This looks like it goes somewhere interesting. And yeah, this area is cold. We're going to actually need something to keep us warm. Proper snow. proper snow and everything. Looks like there's ice flows as well over there. No mobs that I can see. And no brimstone. Alright, so there's some more people over this way. Let's... Oh, we're extremely cold. That might actually be dangerous for us. Right, they have an archer. Who I want to get closer. No, no, too much bleeding. Oh my god, this is terrible. That bleeding is hurting so badly. It's not going to last forever though. Right, we're regenerating. So, not taking them all on at the same time. And certainly not getting all that bleeding up in our face. Oh jeez, it's a proper named dude. Yeah, that was close. And if he was just by himself, then it might be worth us, like, trying to knock him out. But with his friend, that's just kind of asking for trouble. Wow, that was close. Alright, let's carry on regenerating. What I want is... No. There we go. Right. Oh, no. Not a moose as well. No on the bleeding. Ah, no. That's too much bleeding in too quick a period of time. I mean, he's still with us. We can give it a go. Worst case scenario, we run back and we grab our body in a bit. But for a unique performance, now he's got us bleeding again. Man, that is so quick to nick us. And now it's dark, so we can't see either. Yeah, it might be worth just killing this guy. Okay, every single time we try it, he's getting straight in there. So we're going to swim. We're going to hope that the bleeding finishes, and we're going to swim back to our base, I think. Right, bleeding has stopped. Let's use some oyster. Yeah, this is a dangerous area, but a named performer. That's kind of cool in itself. Maybe like blunted arrows or something else that hits a bit harder would work for bludgeoning him out. But for the position we're in, that was painful and dangerous. Painful and dangerous. Okay, well, seeing as we're here, we could wander along at least. Maybe drop off the end. That actually hurt, just even dropping down there. So we are not going to be in a great position for a successful safe descent. I don't think that would be a problem. We should be able to climb down, but it is very painful at the moment. Incredibly painful. Still, we have done some interesting exploring. And it's good to know that we could have like just a potential run into the north up this way. It's also good to know that we need to be better at knocking people out if we want to have a decent number of thralls and stuff for the future. Or maybe just heavier armor. I don't know. It's hard to say what's going to be the best for us. This is very cool though as far as aqueducts go. Right, how are we doing for position? We are not too far away from our place. Obviously we don't want to just run off the edge, but we can see it approaching just over here. If we aim the plunge successfully, then it may not be a problem. He says, realizing just how terrifying that is. Alright, turn off the torch. And let's hope. We landed in the water by our base. I'll call that successful. I mean, you could call it many, many other things, but successful is definitely something we could call it. Oh, it feels like a little bit of a disappointing episode, this. We did get a Fighter 3, who, unfortunately, because of the server crashing, we didn't manage to hold on to. Let's make a couple of foundations, at least finish this off. I need 35 stone. Alright, we'll grab a little bit of stone before we head back in properly. I'm going to eat some gruel, though, just so that we regenerate a tiny bit. Yeah, I do feel like that could have gone a bit better. It would have been nice to have a Fighter 3. Okay, that will finish off the foundations. So we need 2 of those. And then after we've made them, we need lots and lots of fences all over the place just to make the place look a little bit nicer. How's it going, mate? We'll get you some armor at some point, don't worry. Don't worry, we've got a plan. That plan involves eating the gruel for our little trainees. This won't quite marry up perfectly, which is interesting, given all of this is done with individual sized bits, actually this would probably need to be 2 lots of triangles to get it across that. Which is not a problem. I mean, that's close enough that we can just run across it. Okay, right. You can get making some more gruel. That's going to be 13 more of that. And we can go drop these other bits off. Don't need the severed arms. That's not helping anyone. We can leave the arrows behind, though. And most everything else will come down here. Right, iron bar, steel bar, 30 steel bars, that's awesome. The bark and the wood, in fact, we'll get them drying. Is there spare bark over this side? There is, a little bit. Bark is so hard to come by. And then the bones go in here, the skull goes in here. The iron bowl will just leave. We'll eat the insects. Okay. Do we want to try one more excursion up to... In fact, let's go up there. Let's go up there and we'll see who is up there and what we can do with them. We'll drop off this extra stone because we don't want to take that up. Definitely those bricks. And if there happens to be someone cool, we'll bring them back. And if not, it's no hardship. So on the map, that's Desert Watch. There's Meadow Watch over there. Storm Watch. There's probably another one up on the far side. And that's all surrounding that little keep. I say keep. It looked like keep. Could be a bunch of ruins or anything for all we know. I'm tempted to actually get some plant fiber on the way and handfuls of insects and stuff. Just so we can get a little bit of regen going. Oh, just regular bushes. There we go. Doesn't have to be much to give us a little bit of regen, but it just means we're not running straight into a bunch of archers with no health to back it up. Same for the berries. There we go, that's probably enough. Let's see who we can find. Now, when we came up before, we had Greg with us. Which does make it a bit easier in some ways. Ah, damn, there's 2 coming for us at the same time. Alright, let's back off a bit. Oh, it's a fight of 3. No, that's not the kind of fight that we want. Ow. We want to take out one of them first and then the other one. So we're going to regen first and then we're going to go back up. It'll take us a little bit of time, but it's totally going to be worth it because we're going to get a fight of 3 out of it. And we're actually going to get them this time. Still hear all that music going in the background. Totally doesn't worry me. Not at all. Right, while we're doing this, I'll at least have a little bit of a drink. We could do some mining, actually, while we're here. Seeing as there is coal right here. Wait for the regeneration to vanish properly before starting it up again. More berries. That's what we need, more berries. Cool, one of them has actually come down the hill away. It's the fighter 3, good. They are fighting on the height advantage. Let's bring them down here where things are a little bit better. Or, you know, we're just going to struggle entirely. That is also a possibility. No. Leg it. Leg it back safely. Maybe if we had full health going in, it would be a different story. But I think for what it is, we're going to have to finish that there. I'm probably going to try it again off camera. But I'm going to get our health up first. I'm going to get some of that purified flesh I've got sitting around. Chow that down, get myself healed, and then we'll go back in with a fresh set of lungs. Whereabouts is the purified flesh? There it is. Let's actually grab some to take out. And that's not bad regen. But I am out of time for this episode. So thank you very much for watching. I do hope you have enjoyed it. If you are enjoying these videos, be sure to give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, you should do so, and you'll be told when I go live in the future. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for another episode of Conan Exiles. See you soon!